Now, question, should more gay sports stars come out publicly? You might have seen in the papers the American basketball player Jason Collins has become the first man currently playing in one of the big four American sports to say publicly that he is gay. He's told the magazine Sports Illustrated, and this is a quote, "I am a 34-year-old NBA centre, I am black, and I am gay." There has, as you might imagine, been quite a bit of a reaction. With me in the studio is Simon Rodgers from York, who campaigns on gay rights issues. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What do you make of the decision to do this?
I think it's really positive. I think it sends out a great message to other people involved in sport around the world that they can be gay and they can still compete in their sport.
Why is this still an issue? I mean, it hasn't been an issue in many walks of life for an awfully long time now. Why is it still particularly an issue in the world of sport?
I think it's amazing how we've advanced gay equality so much, and I think sport is one area that we're still really lagging behind. I think at times maybe some of these sports are seen as very macho and very male dominated, and that if you don't conform to that stereotype of being the male, alpha male, then you can't succeed, you can't possibly play in the sports. But as we can see, that's absolutely not the case.
Yeah, do we know whether this guy has been forced out of the closet, as it were, or whether it's his choice? Because that's the way traditionally this thing has happened. You know, there's been almost a blackmail attempt by someone who's got a whiff of someone's private life, and they've sort of been forced to talk about their sexuality.
Yeah, from the news reports that I've seen, there's nothing that suggests that he has been forced out, and I think that's what makes the story even more positive. One of the quotes that I saw was him saying, "It takes an enormous amount of energy to guard such a big secret. I've endured years of misery and gone to enormous lengths to live a lie. I was certain that my world would fall apart if anyone knew." And I think the really positive thing there is that he's absolutely saying, this is me, this is who I am. I'm not scared anymore, and I'm really comfortable to be myself. I think one of the things that we say in the workplace, for example, and in schools, is that people perform better when they can be themselves. So when you've got an athlete who's absolutely wanting to be at the top of their game, to have something at the back of their mind that they're really struggling with themselves, they're worried about what people are going to think about them, what people are going to say about them, what their reactions are going to be, it's got to have a negative impact on their ability to play at their peak performance. So this is what Jason's saying, is that it is him, it's part of who he is, and I think he's going to be a better player for it.
Do we know what the reaction of his professional association has been? Do we know what the reaction of the American media has been? Has it been sort of very embracing and well done for doing what you've done, or has it gone because America can be a strange place. One minute you sort of think it's terribly liberal and free, and then the next minute reaction to things can be, you might say, rather old-fashioned and reactionary.
Yeah, I think the reaction that I've seen has been really, really positive. I mean, he's seen tweets, and he's had a call from Barack Obama, who's congratulated him, and Michelle Obama equally, and Bill Clinton. Real key figures in the US have absolutely supported what he's done. I think the industry would absolutely support it, the governing bodies would absolutely support it. But then I'm not ignorant to some of the homophobia that I've seen on Twitter that's been directed at him, but I think it's been overwhelming, the amount of positive support that he's received.
Will it have any impact here? I mean, I'm thinking about sort of our key sports in this country, like professional football, for example. We're going to see a whole raft of professional football players from the top leagues in the UK saying, I've got something to tell you.
I think with more and more people coming out at the top of their game, then I think it only serves to act as an encouragement for more people to do the same. There are gay people in everyday life, in all sorts of professions, in all sorts of careers. So I don't think there should be anything stopping people who are in the closet, who don't feel they can be themselves, thinking now that we've seen someone make a really positive stand. So I should feel encouraged to do the same.
But particularly in something like, football, top league football in this country, is it going to have an impact there? Because still, as you've already said, the fans on those terraces can be particularly cruel. We've seen racism of even in the last 12, 18 months, of the like that perhaps we thought we'd said goodbye to in this country. Is any gay footballer going to have the courage to stand up and, proclaim himself to be gay, knowing what the reaction of his club and what the reaction of the fans could be?
I think it's only a matter of time before we do see more people, but I think it will take time. I think, as we said before, football is one of those areas where it is a very macho, male-dominated environment. But I think stories like this just serve to be really, really positive encouragement, and hopefully we will see more and more people who do feel comfortable being themselves. And like I say, it can only have a positive impact on their performance in their careers.
Simon, thank you very much.